Hey, what's up? Welcome back, everybody. If you're looking for an everyday carry knife, I may have just the one for you. I tried this one out. I saw it in a store about 6 months ago, and I decided to give it a try, and I have to say I was pretty impressed with it. And that knife that I found in said store was I think the actual name is the Benchmade 535 Bugout. That is this guy right here. Now, I did think it looked cool. So that was like the first reason that I bought it. I was like, damn, like that is one sharp looking knife. It's got the dark clips on it. It's got the dark blade. And I kept thinking to myself, and it was at a price point, I want to say it was, I think I paid $160 for it. So I was like, it looks pretty sweet. It's a little more on the, I would consider that pricey for a knife. I know I have other videos where there's, got knives that are in thousands of dollars. But for an everyday knife that's going to get beat up all the time, 150, 160, it starts to get a little bit expensive, but I figured, what the hell, it looked sweet enough. Let me give it a try. And I actually didn't even try it out before I bought it. I just bought it right out of the case. I didn't mess with it or anything. They just put it in a box, put it in the bag, checked me out. That was it. Kind of dumb on my part, but I have been known to do dumb things every now and again. But I have to say, I am impressed with it. I was impressed with it the second I took it out of the bag. I was like, and took it out of the box. I was like, wow, this is light. Like, I thought it was going to be light, but this is light. As a matter of fact, so I looked up the specs on it. It only weighs 1.87 ounces. And that will probably not mean anything to you, because you really, like, if someone were to tell me, hey, this weighs 1.85 ounces, I'd be like, that sounds light, but I don't really see how that, I'm not going to be able to relate to it, right? So only when you hold it in thy hand will you notice how light it is. That is what I love about it right off the bat. Now, it does have, the handle is so light that the blade kind of feels slightly unbalanced, but the blade is very light in and of itself anyways. So it's not to the point where it's really unbalanced and feels like front heavy. You do get a slight sensation of it being front heavy, but all in all, the knife is super, super light. What else do I like about it? The clip is stiff without being too stiff. And you folder knife people know what I mean when I'm talking about that. There are some times when the clip on the knife is so incredibly stiff that even on a pair of like rugged jeans, you have a hard time getting that clip to go over the fabric to stay in there. And even upon drawing, it kind of pulls a little bit, and it's just, there's too much tension in the clip. This is not the case at all. As a matter of fact, in, it's very effortless. Out, it's super effortless. And that was just me getting tangled in the bar chair. It wasn't the knife sticking. It was effortless. Take my word for it. That's one thing that's super cool about it, is it's like just the right amount of tension on the clip, which is a very useful point, especially if you're in a jam or you're doing stuff one-handed like I am a lot. On other knives that, I'm trying to get them out, I'm like, God, get out of there. And you're kind of struggling a little bit. You will not have that problem with this knife. So, what else is cool? The other cool thing about this knife is the opening So it has a little toggle here, and just by lifting the toggle, you can see the blade just drops down quite easily. You can see it like literally, it just kind of swings, which is actually kind of nice. But it doesn't feel loose to where it's rattling or anything like that. Even when you kind of hold the blade here, there's no play in it. It's tight and it's snug, but it just drops the second you pull that toggle. And to me, that's super nice. It's nice for opening, and it's nice for closing. Of course, not like that. Nice for opening and closing. That was take 2. Okay. So again, it is 3 1/4 inches. The blade is 3 1/4 inches. I opted for this dark finish on the blade, less reflective. I was on Benchmade's site, and you can customize, you can have different grips put on here. I'm not sure what this is made of. It's solid. Like when I try to pinch it, there's not a lot of flex to it. Just a real solid build. So I'm impressed. That was the good thing. Then I thought about the price point. And I'm like, wow, I felt like I got my money's worth on this because it is such a solid folding knife. Sharpens fairly easily too. It has this, what is it, S30V steel. I'm not super into steel metals and all that kind of stuff as far as how well it holds an edge, but what I can tell you, it does hold an edge pretty good. I haven't had issues with it, and when I have wanted to hone it up, just using a leather strap on it has gotten it right back to razor sharp again. So that's another big plus. There are other knives where maybe the metal is harder. I've got to take a stone to it a little bit, then do the leather strap. But this one, I've been able to hone it up just with the leather strap, and I haven't gotten really any burrs in it or anything like that. Again, great knife. I've seen them sold all over the place. Mine I actually found at a Army surplus store. It was in the case, the knives in the case there. But I've also seen them at REI, and I've seen them a few other places too. But again, I like it. It is the 535 Benchmade Bugout. Okay. And the total length on it is 7.46 inches. So, like I said, it fits good in your hand. It's got good utility. I don't know that I would use it as a fighting knife exactly, but if you're in a bind, I guess it's good. But other than that, like I said, for me, it has been great. Cutting lines, opening boxes, just general stuff. And I just like how you can open it with one hand, like super easily. My other favorite everyday carry is a Spyderco Delica 4, and you can't open it nearly as easily. This you can use, it has the, I don't know what you'd even call these things, but it's got these little nubs on the side, which you can use. Again, it is fairly simple to open it with the little side nub, but I honestly never use them. I just use the toggle. Just take it out of my pocket, toggle it open, toggle it closed. Again, out of my pocket, toggle open, toggle close. And it's not an automatic knife, but I would say it's pretty darn close to feeling automatic. I mean, the amount of effort that I use to open this is literally next to nothing. And the only reason that I'm failing to open it or close it at some point is because I'm almost being too delicate with it. and I'm just like barely moving the knife at all. The second you drop that toggle, it's just hanging and kind of swinging. Some may find that to be a negative. I actually find it to be a positive because it just makes for super quick opening without it having to be an automatic, and super quick closing. As a matter of fact, you don't even, if you can see it, you don't even barely have to do anything to close it. But yeah, check it out. If you are in the market for a good EDC, this is a drop point. They do make a serrated blade as well. I did not go serrated on this one, and just because for what I use it for, I just don't really need a serrated blade for like my everyday use. I do have it on the Spyderco, but for this one I figured I'd change it up and just go with a regular straight blade, no serrations. So give it a shot. Super light, and I just like the design, man. I'm not gonna lie, I just like the color scheme, the OD green handle. It's super light. I like the dark, the gray contrast. Dude, it's just awesome. Like, you need to just order one right now. I lost this for like 2 weeks, and I was feeling some remorse. Like, I thought it was gone forever. And I would see it in the shop, and I would just like, oh man, maybe I should just go buy it and replace it. And I was like, no, it's got to be around somewhere. And I was like mourning it like a lost puppy. And then I was doing some laundry one day, and I found it in a pair of jeans that I had just kind of moved out of the way. So I found it again. We've been brought back together, and I was so happy I just had to make this video about it. So check it out. It is, again, I don't remember names to knives, honestly. So this is the 535 Benchmade Bugout. Check it out. You might like it as much as I do. As a matter of fact, I promise you'll like it as much as I do. And I'll see you guys next time. Go, feel free to subscribe. I always forget that part. Feel free to subscribe. We have 14 subscribers on TikTok, and we have 4 subscribers on YouTube. It's an intimate audience, and for you guys that have subscribed, I love you guys. I appreciate you hanging out and subscribing. I mean, it's just cool. But I'm gonna keep doing these no matter how many subscribers I get. I just enjoy doing them. I just enjoy going over different gear, different stuff, how stuff works. It's just something I like doing. So if you see this and you're not subscribed and you want to be subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If not, don't subscribe. But maybe hit the notification bell or do any of that stuff. Or leave me a hateful comment. Hateful comments are always cool too. I don't mind. I'm not going to delete anything, I promise. And I will see you guys next time.